my dear friends, greetings to all of you. I hope you all are doing well. So, in this video, what I'm going to discuss is that now, since you have got the extended time of the examination has been postponed, and we don't know when the exam will be given. But one thing we sure that 25 days before we will be intimated, right? So that is one you can say a guarantee which we have. We have 25 days of time from the day the announcement comes to the day of the examination. So that 25 days must be for the revision part, means it should be the last ultimate revision. So in between time, how to plan it, approximately when can the exam be given. So let us see these points in the video, and also I will focus on how should you study, what format you need to follow, what consistently you need to do for 2 to 3 hours a day for ISCA, and how will that help you in scoring the marks in the examination. So all this covered is this video. So please kindly share this video to your friends who are preparing for the ISCA paper. This concept of preparation slightly you can use for any theoretical paper. Okay, it can be audit or law. This method of study can be implemented, but mostly I am focusing on ISCA, and it is the good part of ISCA is that it has no amendments, but the sad part of ISCA is that we need to remember a lot. We need to remember a lot. We need to remember the key points, key words. It should be like mostly sometimes we can say copy paste thing of the entire ICI book, right? So let us deal all those topics in this video. Accordingly you can plan, and always you have my videos to refer, and you have my email ready to pose any questions. You can comment below. So get started, my dear friends. Let us see all these concepts in this video. Okay, so we know the chapters, right? We have completed the revision of the 8 chapters recently, right? And we've also seen the ISCA MCQs, and you may be even doing the case studies also. But you know the chapter names, right? What is the we have first chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in the previous videos you have, there are 2 videos of mine you can find in the playlist and in the channel. First thing is about the weightage of ISCA, okay, and second is the pattern, or you can say the sequence in which each chapter must be started, like which chapter must be started first or which chapter must be started second. But that is my sequence which I think that it is logical and understandable to do in such a manner. It need not be uh, appealing to all, right? So what I suggest to all my students is that you can take and start any chapter as your revision. But here we are taking a timeline of 40 days. Okay, so 40 days because now it's almost May 10th today, right? And then approx we can take exams to be held in the month of July. No, there's no communication from the institute yet, but still a random hope that exam may be in the month of July, depending upon the cases and the intensity of the pandemic, right? So if we take in that manner, in case of the exam is in July, maybe at the end of July, so from July 1st you'll be having the 25 days timer, right? So at max we can take June to be in our hand, and also May. Okay, still if you want to have the prudence concept, you can even take till June 3rd week itself, but I will take the entire June and also May. But my planning of 40 days is from May 11th. Okay, May 11th to May 31st will take you approximately around 21 days, right? Then again June, if you take even 19 to 20 days, June 20, so that will give you a space of 40 days total. And even if exam is in June last week or July last week, you have a cushion of few more days to do the multiple revision again. But here this video I'm focusing on those students who have done at least one revision, or at least have completed one good entire go through of the 8 chapters. Means you know the concept, now you need to revise. Okay, what you need to keep in mind: first thing, ISCA chapters are somewhat interrelated, especially in chapter 3 and chapter number 5. Some concepts are repeating, and some concepts are too near. Like if you go to the control aspects, boundary control, input control, output control, when we are studying everything looks fine, but when you go to the examination hall you may not remember which control is for what. So ISCA requires lot of revision, repetition, and writing practice. Unless until you write, you can't remember effectively. And if you want to write in the exam effectively, you must start writing daily. So what here is the plan. First, take the 30 days into your hand, okay, or you can say 32 days. 32 days, okay, divided by 8 chapters, you'll be getting how many? 4 days for each chapter, right? 8 for the 32. But we are having chapter number 3 and chapter number 6, sorry, 5 to be a bit lengthy, and also chapter number 1 also. So these two, chapter number 3 and 5, need a bit more time. So if you can pull out one day, 2 days from any of the chapters, you can give it to here. Else you can keep 4 days for each chapter. 4 days, how are you going to proceed? Remember, if you are revising for the first time, I will recommend you to study the entire ICA study material, then come to the last day revision notes of any faculty, and then you revise the practice manual and RTP. But I am assuming that when you are listening to this video, you are in the second revision, or you are in the second or third attempt of your exams, like you have one good feel about ISCA. Okay, so 4 days for each chapter. And in those 4 days, first you are going to revise the entire chapters, especially focusing on the side headings. You can have any chapter, any faculty notes, like either my last day revision or any other faculty's notes, or even the ICA in 2017 has released I think 30 pages PDF for this car. So those are side headings. So first cover the side heading, and then you need to go to the RTP, because at this point of time, if you hold the study material, it may take some more time. So first, on the day 1 of any chapter, complete the side headings, each concept side headings overview, and then go to RTP. Why RTP? Because RTP will be covering each question from every chapter, 3 questions from each chapter. So cover the RTP, minimum 4 attempts RTP. Okay, that will take you around 1.5 day. Believe my friends, it is going to take that 1.5 day for 4 attempts RTP and overview revision of side headings for any chapter. Then next, hold the practice manual, dedicate it for half a day, or you can take 2 days. This will cover your 3 days part. Then one last day, keep it for MCQs of the particular chapter. You may say, ma'am, should we keep the entire day for ISCA? No, you should never do that. Never do that. Keep minimum 3 hours or max 4 hours for ISCA. These 3 to 4 hours, my friends, you can't sit at a time for ISCA. ISCA is not like that. It is not a paper which you sit and do. So what you're going to do, bifurcate this 3 to 4 hours in a span of 1.5 or 2 hours each. Either morning 2 hours and evening 2 hours, or you take 2 hours, 20 minutes break, again 2 hours, something of that sort which is suiting you, because you have other papers in hand. If you have both groups, you have 7 papers in hand other than ISCA, or if you are writing only group 2, you have 3 papers in hand which are also lengthy, especially DD and AMA, right? So ISCA must not be a burden, it must be a stress relief kind of thing for the other papers. And if you are strong in ISCA, you can back up other paper also, like you can perform well in ISCA and you can take some cushion for other paper because of ISCA, right? So morning you can take 2 hours, or evening 2 hours. Okay, totally 4 hours a day for ISCA. First focus is on the overview. In my last day revision notes, if you find, even the entire chapter of chapter 1 is done in almost 21 pages. Remove the 1 page for question answers, so in 20 pages. So you have almost all side headings, brief revision of the chapter. So you can follow any faculty material, cover that in the 1 hour. Then keep the next hour for RTP revision. So the RTP will be following for next day also and evening also, right? And the second day, go for the practice manual, cover it by third day. And in third day evening, you can do the MCQs, and in fourth day, practice writing one answer. Even if you have more time, more time means if you can pull out some more half an hour a day extra, I suggest you write at least one answer daily by seeing. Okay, you can see and write, no problem. So how are you going to approach? Start any chapter, 4 days per chapter, first side heading, then comes RTP, then comes practice manual, and then comes writing one answer. So practice manual when you're doing, or RTP when you're doing, cover the MCQs also. So this will cover the 40 days part. Okay, then then if the exam still is there, you still have time of, let us say, 20 days or something, take 2 days, the 41st and 42nd day, and do the entire MCQs. You can have my MCQ book in which I have covered the MCQs of the last 5 to 6 RTPs, then all ICA MCQs, recently released one, the case studies, everything is covered in that. So you can do 2 days completely, like 3 hours for the MCQ. That will help you to push up your ISCA preparation to a better manner. Okay, so 4 hours a day or minimum 3 hours a day, one and a half each, which is better. And starting with the focusing on the side headings, overview, and then RTP, and then practice manual. Okay, you may also come to a case where saying that ISCA may not be a strong subject for you. Okay, how many times you study, the things may not go in your mind. In that case, what to do? First thing, in that case, you can listen to the video. Okay, but you may feel overwhelmed when you read the study material and practice manual, not sure of what's going to come, what not going to come. In that scenario, you can first take up the RTP of at least 4 attempts. Calmly keep on studying it, because without understanding you will not study. So understand the concept and keep on studying it. Cover the RTP in the first 2 days, then write answers. Okay, write at least one answer on third day depending on any question from the RTP. Practice the MCQs also, and on the third and fourth day focus on the practice manual. Okay, so first option is to take the overview, RTP, practice manual, and then the MCQs, and also writing the answers if possible every day. But try, I'm saying my students, please try at least writing one answer. Take some time out of the day, either in the 4 hours or individually, or 30 minutes more. Write one answer with seeing. The second alternative is to first focus on the RTP, complete all the RTPs, at least 4 to 5 attempts RTPs, and then you come back, go through the concept and start writing. That will give you confidence. Okay, so these two methods will help you do that. There's one more last method. You can choose any of the alternative which can suit your preparation, right? Because other paper are also equally important. What is the third method? Keep everything aside. Sit with ISCA for 6 hours a day. Yeah, 6 to 7 hours a day. Sit with ISCA. How we are going to do it? First, always first preference to the RTP and the last day revision notes of any faculty. Combine. Done. Write one answer. As soon as the lesson is over, take some answer, take any question which you feel that it took some more time for you to understand or revise. Take that answer, see it writing, study the practice manual. Done. Cover one chapter in 2 days. And then remaining 10 hours which you keep on studying, or 8 hours which you keep for studying, go for some other paper. Like, you have a choice of either implementing 4 hours a day in morning and evening, which has two alternatives depending upon the level of preparation, and again you have either one slot of 6 hours with only 1/2 hour break in between to focus more on ISCA to finish one topic at the end of the day. Okay, you have two alternatives. Like, see, I am a person who sits continuously to study theory, and I feel somewhat tired for practicals. Okay, so I can sit for 6 to 8 hours and study law, audit, and ISCA, and even taxation theory concepts also. So if you are of that category, you can sit at a time, take 2 days for each chapter, complete it off. And if you do that, you will complete it in 20 days. And then the remaining 20 days, you can focus on writing. Daily write at least 2 to 3 answers. See and write. The more you write, the more confident you will become. And in those 20 days, you can revise only RTP. RTP last day revision notes. RTP last day revision notes. That's it. Once your concepts are clear, you'll easily able to answer even the MCQs also. The number of MCQs you practice will not help you, but the number of times you revise the concept will help you. Okay, so how you are going to approach for the 40 days, next 40 days starting from tomorrow? Either 4 hours a day, morning, evening, covering the overall review with the side headings of last day revision notes, RTP, practice manual, and writing one answer, or focusing only on the RTP and the last day revision notes and writing an answer, or sitting continuously for 6 to 7 hours, completing the RTP last day revision and writing the answer. I am giving practice manual the third importance. Okay, you can say, yeah, third importance, because first importance is given for the RTP and last day revision notes. Second importance is given for the writing aspect, and then comes the practice manual, because mostly almost every question gets covered in the RTP. Okay, so unless until you practice writing, you can't perform there. So these are the three alternatives available. Okay, of course, apart from that, if any of these three things don't suit you, like it doesn't fit into your concept, you can do one last thing, which I think it will work, because all cannot have the same challenges, right? Some have everyone has different challenges. So if any of the above three methods don't suit you, you can do one thing, that is fix a time for ISCA. Fix one time. Is it morning 6 to 8, or afternoon 2 to 4, or even night 8 to 10? Fix one time, 1 2 hours. Sit with the last day revision notes and the RTP. First priority, as always I said. Then after you read those two, write definitely one answer. This will take some time. This last method will not help you in covering the topic in 40 days, but still you can give a try. Like if you have revised for more than 2 to 3 times, you can give this a try. In the first 1 hour, cover the entire topic from the last day revision, and the next 1 hour write the one answer. Okay, second day, cover again the last day revision concept notes entirely for the chapter, and then read the RTP, at least 3 to 4 attempts RTP. In this manner also, you can allocate less time with effective preparation for ISCA and focusing on other papers. Okay, so once again I am repeating: the last day revision notes, RTP, first priority; writing and practicing, second priority; practice manual, third; and then any other material including MCQs is a fourth one. So these are the different varieties how you can approach the ISCA paper. I am not suggesting to follow only one, because every people have a different needs, and each paper may not be as same to everyone. So that's the reason I suggested these many alternatives. You can choose one, but in any method you choose, be consistent. Daily you study ISCA. Like you have that saying, an apple a day keeps doctor away. Similarly, writing of ISCA and learning of studying of ISCA for 2 hours a day minimum will keep the fear of failing exam away, right? So pick one, but be consistent in it, follow it, and then you will definitely hit ISCA. For any other questions, you can comment in the comment box below. You have my email ID, you can mail me there. Okay, you want any other particular guidance, you have one-on-one face discussion, the link is there below. So everything is there in description box, so you can do this. Kindly share this video, and also let me know if any other concepts you want me to cover. Till then, stay home, stay safe, prepare healthy, and keep on studying. All the best.